Oh, base. To check input commands. And we're doing that. And I guess that works. That's all the only base classes are doing. You do those in the these base classes. Just all doing this stuff. Might need to handle this as a base state, kind of like Dash. That. to start adding attacks. Should I do it like the tech action? But I needed to also have an input at the same time, so I think I should just do it with the movement. Done right here. I think I will do pressed. That. Let the attack. Start aim action anymore. Get rid of this. Oh, I'm doing it with the input command type transition. I should probably do that also here. I don't think I need the release at this time, so we can remember that. Okay. Clear state. You need attack buffer timer. So do I want something similar to this. I think I will need it. Up. I'm 250 milliseconds, that's 4 attacks a second. That's good enough. Can keep that. Obviously there'll be more things I think I needed to keep track of here, but I'll keep that for now. Alright. Let's create a... Ooh. Didn't, do we have an error? We do. Because of this. Yeah. Oh, nice. That's right. Ooh. You ready, I think? I hear a jingle. She's over by the tiny. She's not tiny anymore. Medium size now. Yeah, she likes the area now. I have another parameter that I always like make it into a scriptable object. Nope, that's not the one. I guess I didn't made a comment detailed enough. I swear I had it. I don't remember now. That's not good. What was it? Oh, there's too much. Oh, move to base movement SO. Ah, that was enemy stuff. I don't care about enemy stuff right now. Here it is. Invincibility duration and timer, which I could definitely have it in the combat. And where is this used? Used in player. I will be instantiating. combat program, so I could use that here. Like that. And I can get rid of this guy. Glad I remembered. Did I have anything else? Nope. Cool. Now then. Get rid of these two. We say we got the attack performed. I don't think I really need to cancel. I don't even think this is being used. No, I do, because that's the continuing to run. No, everyone calls check input commands. Here I added that. So CTX attack buffer timer. So I need all the timers in this location. Maybe this shouldn't be here. Thought I had a timer variable. Did I not? Their movement bars. Could rename this to combat bars, and I can do stuff here. Cooldown timer. Go back to, we need to do this update timer, but I think in here, where is it? Copy this. Down here, oh, it's player state. And we're setting that to attack cooldown. Thing is, this input commands happens, and then that happens right here, and then we update the timers. So far it seems to be okay, so I'm gonna keep that there and then do that. We're going down, right? We take the max of those. I think I didn't add this. Down on attack cooldown timer. Then transitions need to happen. So all the base states to be honest, simplify this, I think this happens on every base state so far. Airbase, dash state, right? Yeah. So I want to move this over to the base state. Let's dash, air, ground, same thing. Air, dash, ground, wall state also. Same thing as attack state. Then on the player state base, on input command, I currently have it empty, but I should be doing this. Oh no, I didn't mean to build. How do I stop building? Check the input commands, that sets these to true. Now just one reference. Fine. So this should technically be private. but it's okay for now. So player checks for that, updates timers, does the state fixed update, but each of them do their own input command action. Right, so it checks the input here. And prior to this, it used to do that. And then, like for example, air state, and handles state changes here. But what I should do now is a tag needs to happen from anywhere. So on the very basic player state, after checking input commands, if I also need to check if a tag was pressed. Excuse me. I actually need attack buffer timer too. This is cooldown, but I need attack buffer timer. Keep that one, and then also in here it shouldn't be a cooldown. Cooldown is handled afterwards. Attack buffer timer. Then player state. Attack buffer timer is only attack buffer time. And did I just do this one? It's wrong. We'll get to it. The time update timers need buffers. Yep. Okay. In the player state, attack buffer timer greater than 0, that means we have an attack. So now we need a state machine dot request state change into. Do I not have an attack state created? States. I do not. We'll currently just keep it as a base right now. We can increment into different states later. Going back to player state. Attack state. Attack crest. We don't really need a return because that's the end of it. The only thing is, oh, never mind. So this happens here. Attack buffer timer is gonna be greater than 0. Okay, now on the player attack state, once you enter, we're gonna take the attack buffer timer, set that to 0. Then we're gonna set the cooldown. Cooldown. Now we're in this attack state, but now we need to start the animation. In this case, ctx.anim dot set bool what do I set it as? I should search this. Layer dot. Oh, I didn't actually set those up either. A lot of setup needed. Animation bars. Did I set it up as a bool? I think I did. He's attacking, yeah. Okay, that's set. Set that here. True. I think I need animation Unity actions here. Not gonna transition out of this state unless we take damage. We can think about that later. What player does here is during handle input commands, it will go into the state enter. And then it'll go into the fix update of the new state. I need to excuse me. We're gonna, while you're attacking, so we need to check usually there's like a slight knockback here, but I'm gonna keep that to be later. How do we check if the animation's done? What is my animation duration? Just so I know. Excuse me. 0.5, 0.417, 0.250. They should all be same duration. Who's that? Oh. He's sleepy. I think ideally I should have them all same. Take down as 0.5. It's a little too slow, isn't it? Do not loop. How do I do that? Hey, shit, whatever. Down. Go for it. Down. Up is the same. Sides are a little too long. Oh, so I don't know. Just don't bugs get in or anything like that. Sides is 5 frames. Why is there a 5th one? Down is 6 frames. 24. Up is 4 frames. 12. Trying to match it a little bit. 20 frames, okay. I'll just do that. There are gonna be different frame rates, but I'm not sure that's gonna be weird or not. So all of the durations are 0.25 seconds. Okay. Well then, let me save that. I wanna see if I can get current emitter state info. What does that do? Ah. Edie? Hey Hunter. You guys need to start playing. Is what attack is it? Player attack? Oh, I need to get some. What is that? Layer index. What's the best way to handle this? Let's see. else you gotta play? One. Even contact. Where did the kitty go? Here. No? You don't like that one? Okay, fine. Guess there are many different solutions about this. I don't think I have an animation for taking a hit, right? I do. I might not want that. This is Unity 16. Good. The latest one. State machine behavior. Layer index. Animator. Do I just instead of base index, do I need to do player layer? Emitter has a layer. Oh, I see. It's name hash. Hashed name of the state. What does that even mean? Where the hell do I go to next as far as the states goes here? Do I just go to the previous state that it was in? I don't need to really save that. I can go to I don't know if that's correct way to do it, but that's finished. Then let's go. And also transitioning into the attack stage should only happen once the See, moment of truth for this one. Any errors? Nope. A lot of errors, actually. What is all this? Bursting, player. Oh, combat param. I didn't make the movement params there. Create combat param. And in the player script, in prefab, we need to drag in this guy. Okay. Save, play. It's playing at least, but I think what I did is I didn't actually reset all of these to only play once. They should not loop. Damage also should not loop. Can't loop because it's only. It looked like a transition's happening very slowly though. Still looping. Oh, that's damaged. Why are you continuing to... Look at the animator. It took a long time to get to the attack. Why is that? No exit time. Immediate. We have no exit time. Condition should be is. Attacking is false. Do we stop there? For some reason, stops. The current animation state info is the player tag. Wonder if that's why. I don't think it is. Yeah, it just stops. I gotta see what's happening in the debugger. Are we in current attack? Looks like it. His attacking is still currently true. Why it's not playing the animation? Why are we stuck here? Something wrong with the blend tree? I'm assuming it's not transitioning at all. Went to a text state. We're not transitioning out. We're still stuck here. Why? Why are you stuck? Go immediately to thing. Very lost. I have to look up what's going on here. Oh, I know. We're not setting the inputs at all here. Before we trigger attack, we need to set the actually do I didn't mean to do that. What is happening? Who's the other player? How do we get into the input? Excuse me. So I think I need that information. Let's try again. Still. Ah. Even with the input like that, it's still... Minute. Oh, because I think it's continuously... going into the state. I know. Okay. So I think this should be a trigger. Because with any state with attacking equals true, it's gonna keep transitioning into it no matter what. That's not what we want. We want trigger. So let's redo these. Rename it to trigger attack. Trigger. Then in the player, trigger attack. Trigger attack. We want this to be trigger. Attack here, and this is gonna be on a trigger attack. And goes in there. You have a full exit time and no transition out. There it is. But it's not going into the animations are very tiny. For a tiny character. The blend tree works. But it's so hard to see. Now the transition is the issue here. Where should we be going to? in the player state. Spamming this, don't want that. Oh, because we're going to previous attack state. Initially, where did it go? We went to attack state. Not transitioning. Hitting. No longer. Okay. Very strange. Oh, we already moved on. Okay. That needs to be done in coroutine. Yeah, I think I need to start a code routine here. I think I do need to keep track of player state is null or prep state is not equal to can do is not. Okay. Animator is gonna keep saying to run it. And then continue on. Once now in. We're still in. Might not need to do the animation control here. Routine. Was it not start coroutine? What? Start routine. Oh, am I missing import? It's weird. Why did it? Oh, because I did this. That's why I couldn't find it. But obviously I can. What am I missing? Mono behavior. I wonder if that's why. Player state is not a behavior. I will need do it this way. I'm not sure if that's gonna work, because this is gonna be a different scope. Right? I think this will give me error. And I have runtime error, I think. Does go in there, interesting. Okay, so let me do that. Animation takes too long. Right? Animation is very weak also. Downwards attack is also too fast. I can't even see what's happening here. Maybe I shouldn't do a recoil or returning back. This makes sense. Yeah, let me change the animation just a little bit. Sides are alright, I think it was. That's okay. Up was okay. No, down was. Was it the delete these two? Then this is the weakest attack. Sides. Delete that. So there's 4 frames for this attack swing. 5 frames. Okay. Sides. Drag that out. Let's unite everything to be 5 frames to 30 frames per second. Let's do be 5 frames right there. .30 frames per second for that. 5 frames down. Also 5 frames. Let's make that 30. So then now I think at least the animation length are united. Down 133, 133. All three of them 133. Okay. How about now? What does it look like? Transition's a little janky. Down is really hard to read. With the animation length being shorter, at least the movement is not too janky, but I think I need a transition time with this attack and walk. The running is even worse. There needs to be some blend. Ugh, don't look at this state machine. It's terrible. Let's do duration of 5. How's that? Currently I can just spam attack forever to fall down slowly. The cooldown should be a little bit longer than. Okay. I will say that's good enough. The blend tree is at least working. Then the next is trying to get this shader graph for the Nitty events for the player attack dies. At this point, we should spawn need to spawn particles. We also need a collider. One at a time. Let's do the particle. So in this case, system back there. Is VFX same as particle system?
And I will link the package in the description, and yeah, if you just need anything, just ask and I will grab. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So I'm gonna put it right here, and I want it to fade like this. So you see they slow down at the end of their life. So very and shockwave. Okay. Has to last a bit longer because you won't see it like this. So let's say maybe
It is a particle. Okay. I need to do. I don't know how to do particles at all. So.
The rest of the functionality is going to be back into our Melee base state. Again, showing off the power of the system. We only really need to make changes to object according to state machine class is that it'll work the same in combo. Now, although we're going to be creating a new animation controller, we're not going to be creating new animations. We're going to be using the ones that came with this. We're going to be using Hero Knight underscore attack 1, attack 2, and attack 3 in their respective orders to where they would go on the state machine. Now, the important thing here is that all three of these attacks are going to come off of the any state node. To those of you who are new to the animation side of Unity, any state
We only deal with it. It's fine. Let's try to wing it. How did I do this before? Let's see. With the models, textures. That's what I drew earlier. Shaders were created using textures, I believe. Perfect. Need main text. Wait, I need to not maximize because I need to see how I did on here. I put it the sprites in. Need a sample node. I need to watch more tutorials on how to do this. I think I might have the right tutorial for one. Let's see, do I have it saved?
After watching this video,
Hey, I am.
Dang it, I didn't save it. I guess I need to search for a right. I think Sasquatch Beast already done one. Is it this one?
set. So as soon as you really set that up, we're going to need to declare a raycast based on your attack animation. So what we're starting out with is a very basic scene here. We've got a simple movement script happening and the player can jump, and that is all. So there's nothing too complicated happening under the hood here. Our ass.
I think he just moves the
start from before create an attack function. Sort of present down.
yeah, he just moves the thing, which that's not what I want.
it so that whenever you hit very intense,
I think this particle is the
out, and I want to have it kind of like splatter when it
shader
hits the
graph.
ground and kind
right.
Hello
I might
everyone,
just
it's
watch
Moses
this
over
one.
there. In this video, I will show you the steps you need to create these toons. Create a canvas to draw this kind of material and set the two-sided. Then change the rendering mode to fade and set the shader to particle.
2 years ago,
standard
not too
only.
bad.
Then change the rendering mode to fade and check two-sided. Then set the albedo to the texture you just created. Choose
Tutorial.
Hello. Is a simple tutorial for veil effect. I'll first add simple glow and drifting particle effects to the weapon.
Okay, so I think I need a particle first. So we'll come back to this. Discard. Let's delete that for now. Maybe it's not the correct way to do it. Where did I create that particles? I thought I had created a folder for particles. Maybe not. Oh, I might have done it here. I did. Okay. I think I need to create a folder to organize this for. There. Create a new particle here. Where is the particle system? I need to create it over here. Effects. Did I not have effects here? Yeah. Okay. Let's load in a scene first. Active for that. Create effects. Particle system here. Let's move that into prefabs. Work on it here. How do I use specific thing for it? Sleep. Texture. And I can grab that from art. Textures. That one. Oops. That did not work. Yeah, let's watch some more.
Simple tutorial on creating the sword trail effect. I'll first add simple glow and drifting particle effects to the weapon.
This, I need the trail, not this. Oh. That's not what I want. Damn it. Why is it so hard to find one? Render material. We're creating a material. How did he do that? Excuse me, Hunter. Need a material. Where'd that go? He dragged it in here. What does that even mean? Okay. So he dragged the material up in the slash. Okay. Which I did. They clicked on the shader. Oh, I had a shader graph for some of these. So, okay, for that I need a shader graph, I think. Okay. So I'll go into art. What he did is just additive because he already has a color to it. But
Hello everyone, it's Moses Solo there. Two-sided. Unity, create a
I think he's
then
most
remove the dark background and export as a transparent PNG file. Then in Unity, create a new material and set the shader to particles standard on leak. Then change the rendering mode to fade and check two-sided. Then set the albedo to the texture you just created. Choose a color and increase the intensity to about 1. Then create an empty game object and under it create a particle system. Then set the duration to 1, the start lifetime to 0.3, the speed to 0 because it doesn't need to move, the size to 3. Remove shape and change the emission rate to 0 with a burst count of 1. Then apply the slash material you just created and change the render alignment to local. And then
I think this will be quick, but if I want to learn the shader graph, I need to learn properly.
Swings, swooshes, slices, and other similar meaning words that all strangely start with an S. But the method in this video will use the default particle system. We're also going to make a simple shader with shader graph to help out with this. There is also an amplified version along with all source files available for freebies over on my Patreon if that's what you're into. And of course a big thank you to all my current supporters. It really means a lot. So let's talk about our particle mesh first. I've made a simple one in Blender for this, and I've also used Blender to paint in a basic texture, because if you see what it looks like on the right and compare it to the actual texture we'll get on the left, you'll notice that it's not the same, and that's because we're painting on a curved mesh that has straight up burst, and make sure we're spawning just one. Now this needs to stay in place and obviously spawn a lot quicker, so we'll change the duration to 1 and the lifetime to something small like 0.2 for now. What this means is the particle will respawn every second, but it will only exist for 0.
Let's find this properly.
Hello and welcome back to Polytoots. In today's video we're going to be looking at a particle-based slash effect, and I say particle-based because there are a few ways to do slashes and swipes, strikes, swings, swooshes, slices, and other similar meaning words that all strangely start with an S, but the method in this video will use the default particle system. We're also going to make a simple shader with ShaderGraph to help out with this. There is also an Amplify version, along with all source files available for freebies over on my Patreon if that's what you're into. And of course, a big thank you to all my current supporters. It really means a lot.
Already
So
12.
let's talk
Jeez.
about our particle mesh first. I've made a simple one in Blender for this, and I've also used Blender to paint in a basic texture, because if you see what it looks like on the right and compare it to the actual texture we get on the left, you'll notice that it's
think
not
mine
the
is
same,
too
and
dark.
that's because we're painting on a curved mesh that has straight UVs,
Too
which is
bright, I
important
think.
for the shader part of this tutorial. The easiest way to get straight UVs on a curved mesh is to just start with a straight mesh like a plane, so your UVs will already be straight, and then just add in some loops and bend the mesh afterwards. Alright, so let's get started in Unity here, and we'll start by adding a particle system into the scene, and we only need to spawn one particle, so I'm going to change the emission so that the rate over time is 0, and instead we'll add a burst and make sure we're spawning just one. Now this needs to stay in place and obviously spawn a lot quicker, so we'll change the duration to 1 and the lifetime to something small like 0.2 for now. What this means is the particle will respawn every second, but it will only exist for 0.2 seconds. Next, we need to get rid of the start speed so it stops moving. Now, what this means is the particle will respawn every second, but it will only exist for 0.2 seconds. Next, we need to get rid of the start speed so it stops moving, and also disable the shape to make sure it respawns in the same location. What will seconds? Next, we need to get rid of the start speed so it stops moving, and also disable the shape to make sure it respawns in the same location. What we're left with here is a blip, basically, and right now it's just spawning a default particle, which
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay.
is a quad that's always facing the camera, whereas we want our own mesh and we want to orbit around it like a regular 3D object. So down in the renderer tab, we can change the render mode to mesh and then assign our slash mesh. It still looks a little weird because it's billboarded, so make sure to change the render alignment to local. You'll probably want to reset the rotations of the particle system as well. Because for some reason they always come in with a -90 on the X. If we check the wireframe of this, you can see it is using our mesh, and it's still using the default particle material. Rotations of the facing the camera 0.2 seconds. Next, we need to get rid of the start speed so it stops moving, and also disable the shape to make sure it respawns in the same location. What we're left with here is a blip, basically, and right now it's just spawning a default particle, which is a quad that's always facing the camera, whereas we want our own mesh and we want to orbit around it like a regular 3D object. So down in the renderer tab, we can change the render mode to mesh and then assign our slash mesh. It still looks a little
Okay.
weird because it's billboarded. Tab, we can change the render mode to mesh and then assign our slash mesh. It still looks a little weird.
Okay, so we assign our that's do we just in our attack? I don't think so. We can try it. that's not right.
It because it's billboarded, so make sure to change the render alignment to local. You'll probably want to reset the rotations of the particle system as well, because for some reason they always come in with a -90 on the X. If we check the wireframe of this, you can see it is using our mesh and it's still using the default particle material. So we'll leave the particle system side alone for now and we'll get busy with the shader. We'll be using an unlit shader for
I think I'm gonna be just watching the video for a while, so I think I'll call it here. I gotta go to work tomorrow too, so